G'day and welcome back to Minecraft here on the B3 channel. As I said in the last episode, I have been a little bit busy. I took down, as you can see, I took down all the trees that are over in that area. And yeah, we've got a bunch of wood now, all different kind of wood. Because there was all different, a mixture of trees. We've planted some of this, because if you remember I needed to get paper, so we've got some sugarcane. And I've started to do some work, or some further work I should say, on the infinite ingot system. So I've moved these from over there, the cobble gens, they're filling these up, and these are in turn making these things. So we've got gravel going through the 1, sand going through the 2, and dust going through the 3. At the moment they're getting to this point and not going any further, and down here we've got some power conduits powering the machines, but I've run out of lava and we need to crack on and get a decent power source, I think, before we go ahead with that. But what we're going to do is I've moved over to my bigger main mod pack because it has a certain mod in it which is going to come in very handy indeed. I've done it wrong. But this is Project E, which is a newer version of Equivalent Exchange, which basically means, say, for example, I've got a bit of wood. Basalt. Well, basalt's worth a lot of EMC, isn't it? But yeah, so say I take in basalt and I wanted, say, obsidian, right? So say I want some more obsidian. I can teach this machine both things, and if I burn the piece of basalt, I can then pull out obsidian. So everything's got this EMC value, you can see there, that's how much it's worth. So some things haven't got it, not everything has it, but you know, sort of dirt, all these basic things are worth 1, wood's 32, obsidian's 34, things of that nature. So, actually, you know what we're going to do? I like doing this, because emeralds are worth an absolute crap ton of EMC. We'll whack that in there. See, and this is now what I've got to use. But we need blaze rods. We'll just leave them in there. So we've got 64 blaze rods. So now I'll be able to make some ender tanks. Or do I go lava, or do I just go with... No, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to go with the nuclear option. So I'm going to cook up some of these. Also, I've decided I'm not going to stick with the daily sort of format anymore. You know, one day in Minecraft, and we're just going to carry on until I get bored. Sounds like a good idea. Right, so graphite bars, and see what I'll do, because if I burn it, it learns it. So we'll just grab a stack of them for now, and we'll grab a stack of iron. There's going to be other stuff I need. So, reactors. So I need reactor casing. That's one of the most important things here. Oh, yellorium. Have I actually got any yellorium yet? No. Well, that's a problem. Let's go and find some quick. Oh, look. There's some. You usually find a bunch of this stuff. 43. Can't cook this up in... if I just make 4 for now, And they've got, oh, that's a very high EMC value though. It's a bit worrying. Oh well, we've got another stack of emeralds there anyway. So we'll use them if needs be. Really? Ah. Ran out of fuel right at the last second. There we go. Right, so we need one of them in the middle. These around the edge. And then some iron. And that should make us... I've done it wrong again. Switch all them around. Right, so that makes us reactor casings. Now before I move on, we're going to learn the reactor casings and get as many out as we can, because we need lots of them. So I'm going to need diamonds, redstone. Can't remember what else I need. Well, chest and a piston. So cobble, wood, got iron. And yeah, glass. That's going to be important because we have to have ones that look good. So I thought that's what it was. Wrong way around. Constantly do that. Just put things around the wrong way. Come on. Right, reactor glass. We also need the input, or that's the output for the power tap. Need some of those, or one of those, because we will just use the other thing to generate them in a moment. Was it that? No, it wasn't that. It was that, that, and that. So that's those bits. I'm going to need some more yellorium. Pretty sure anyway. So, access port. No, it's not that, is it? It's that and that. Before I use that, I'm going to teach it to my machine, because I will need pistons at some stage. So we'll do that, make a chest over here, and then we need 4 of these again. I will have 2 of those. Right, yellorium. So we got, oh, we need this. This is what we need. Get up there. Can I do this with these? Oh, I can. One of them. So hang on, what we got? Walls. Reactor control rods. How big shall I make this? How big shall I make it? Put my other stuff away. Graphite bar can go in there. Those yellorium. Oh, I had some in my chest. What to do first? Right. Put the coal away. Put the graphite away. So this is all I need. But how many uses have I got on there? Enough. Let's get these emeralds into the machine, because I'm gonna need to make a fairly big. Actually, I think an internally 5x5 reactor is probably a good idea. Stack of emeralds. Shove them in there. Right, 1.9 million Right, so if I'm gonna, so I want 9 of them. So 9 of them, that means I'm gonna need 9 times 5. So 45 of these. If we do it as a stack and then 45 of them, we want another one of those, and then a ton of that, and a ton of that. Because the cool thing is I can now overmake and then not have to worry about it later. So now I'm going to have to clear up this area later on. But I think for where shall I have my main power supply? It's going to have to be just on the surface, isn't it? I'm going to put it just here. I'm going to sink it in though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a gap. That's not a problem. Just means we can maybe have some kind of access port at the bottom. That's quite cool. Right, so let's crack on with building this little fella. Make the frame, or the base has to go in first. The buttery biscuit base. And then we need to go up 1, 2. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go across. What am I going to use for coolant? This is a good question. It's going to have to be water, isn't it? 1, no. The only problem with this is that all the blocks have the same ID, just different sub IDs, so your inventory tweaks just brings up a random one when you've run out of one of the stacks, which is slightly irritating, to be honest, but it's not that bad. You have to be careful when you're building the stuff. Right, so now we're gonna have to put these rods in. So there'll be one in each corner. And I have to be careful with this because I need to be able to get in to fill it with water. So I'm gonna put these in like that, and then we can put these like this, and then we'll just put the last one in the center, and then I should actually, if I can fill these bits. How quick is that going to break? Oh, that's quite quick. That's not bad. Just leave those internal bits. That will give me a space enough to get in and get out again. So that works out. Finish off the frame here. Oh, and over in this corner. Right, so I want the control unit to go here. Power tap is actually, because I need power straight there, I'm going to put it there for now. I think you can put multiple power taps on them. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out. Right, these are going to be our inputs and outputs. This is going to be the output mode, and I'm going to put that in there quickly. Not that we need it right this second because it's not fully built yet. So let's start getting our fuel rods in. Oh, you bugger, don't do that. Oh, that's the wrong place. Keep messing it up. There. Did I make enough? Yeah. Right, now the rest of this will simply be reactor glass because I like being able to see inside them. We are only going to be cooling it with water, as I said, but that will do us for now until we can get into the more special liquids later. I'm not exactly sure how or if I'm going to be able to get the gelid cryotheum because they come from blizzes, and obviously I'm playing on Peaceful, so that's going to be an issue. Last wall, and then hopefully we should see it pick up and turn into one big unit. It hasn't. Oh, it's because I've left the holes in the top. Right. Okay. This is fine. I'm going to have to make a bit of a dirt pathway. Actually, let me see if I can... something is in this pack. No, it isn't. There used to be, or in one of my packs, I've got you can get an infinite water bucket, and it's really easy to make. But it would seem I haven't got that in this pack, which is a shame. But we'll get over it, I'm sure. That's not an infinite water source. Now it is. Alright, let's start filling up the water then, shall we? This would probably be easier if I was in bat form. I don't know why I even bothered making those stairs. One there, and one there. Now, what am I doing? Let's get all these out of the way, just get a ton of buckets. So that'll do 3 levels each one, won't it? So one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Oh, I did that too high. Still got 2 buckets left. Ideally, I want a 3rd bucket, don't I? Or no, a 15th bucket, which I'm actually going to make, or have generated for me. Actually, because you can do this. This is I only need 4 of those. We can do that. Actually, buckets, with some older mod packs that were based around Project E, or Equivalent Exchange as it was at the time, a lot of those packs were built around the fact that you needed to just generate EMC in certain ways. And doing buckets were one of the ways you could do it. So if you look, a bucket is 768, but a water bucket is more. So you'd set up a system that automatically filled a bucket with water and then put it back into the energy machine and then pulled out an empty one. So you'd be making a profit every time. Quite a fun little thing to do. The other way of doing it was flowers and bone meal. Because flowers made a lot, and using bone meal you'd get a lot of flour stuff for free. Way more than enough to A, make a profit on EMC, but also pay for the bone meal as well. So that was quite good. Be interesting to see how much this reactor makes, because I've never really understood how to make them super duper efficient. I just generally, although to be honest I'm not sure if I've modified the options on this particular one. Right, let's go and get some more. Chuck the empties in, pull out the full ones. Yeah, some people will consider using Project E a complete cheat, but you've seen what I'm up to. I'm basically cheating anyway, so it's not really too much of a big deal in my opinion. That wasn't meant to be there. Needs to go there, then there, then we can go down into here. We'll be there in a minute. Last one. Have I got 3 left? Yeah. That's all I need. 1, 2, and finally 3. Now we take this and hope we've built the rest of it correctly. 1, 2, 3. Yay! It changed. It's ready to go. So I've got a tiny bit of fuel in there. Should we give it a go and see how much we make? Oh, it is building up. Oh, I'm making... Yeah, that's making a fair amount. 1,500 RF a tick. That ain't bad. So let's hook this up to the power grid of that. Only using these leadstone flux ducts at the moment because that's all we have. Now these will be taking in power. And they can start hammering away again. This isn't getting power. For why? Ah, because that's there. I need to take that out, don't I? And just literally give it that now. That's better. Right, so this will be 197, 158. It's not very fast. Let's speed these up. You can speed them up by making diamond hammers to speed up the process. Right, let's chuck I know I've literally just thrown away all my buckets. I'll keep one. They can go in there. I won't need them anymore. Have they got? Oh, they've got an EMC value. Look, look, let's chuck them away then. It will learn what they are, which is handy. So we want sticks and diamonds. Have these got an EMC value? Yes, they have. 16,000 odd though. Need 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I have 12 there. So we put these away. Put those away. Let's go and speed up these little fellas with some. As you can see now, they speed up quite a lot. But I think the hammers also do take damage over time. But that's not... Actually, I don't even think they do. Let's go back here. No, they don't. So 219, 194, 185. So this, at least the beginning of this, is built. We have power, which is going to start running out of power very quickly, I would imagine, because I haven't got much fuel in there. 1.7% full, 1.8% depleted. That's still making power. You know what, let's go and cook up the rest of this stuff. Let's crack them both in half. Then we can put them in. Split them all up. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, go in there. Half can go in there. Half can go in there. So that'll give us some power. So yeah, I mean the setup of the machines is pretty much finalised, but I mean these conduits here will be replaced eventually with something else, probably item conduits or electricity conduits from Ender.io, because they're easier and better to hide. So it keeps RF in the duct itself. That's quite good. So yeah, these are going to start building up relatively quickly. We could probably start letting the stuff in, but I don't really want to do that. Does this stores quite a bit of stuff, doesn't it? So we're going to turn these ones off, so the blocks can get compressed, at least. So let's... Yeah, so see, so this is now making compressed gravel. It's very handy. That will be making compressed sand, and then this will be making compressed dust. Compressed sand, compressed gravel, compressed dust. And I don't know how quickly that's coming out, whether we're making a profit or... No, that is going to run out. So these are not quite as quick as the compressors are making them. But that's not terrible. But you see, now what we can do, we can take some of each and chuck them in their machines to see what we get. Sand goes in that one. Dust goes in that one. Because we need at least one of each thing so we can set up the filters. So we've just got to hope from that little lot we get something of it. I mean, that's already done very well there. You see, and now you can see how the system's going to start coming together. We've got these other compressors here which are going to take the ingots, or the ingot parts, and compress them back into the smeltable ones. And then what we'll do, I'll probably do it with machines. I was going to build a lot of the smelteries, but I don't think I'll do that. Let's see. So we should get diamonds out of this and emeralds, but we're not seeing any of those at the moment because we've not got very much luck. But we've got all the ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2. I don't think there was 10 different ones. Ah, there's osmium. Yes, no, that's absolutely fine. So we've got the 10 there, and then we've got the different seeds that we get. And yeah, the 10 powders here, plus gunpowder, glowstone, blaze powder, redstone, and bone meal. Excellent. So most of these I can't remember whether bone meal can be. Oh, it goes into bone meal bags. That's fine. Blaze powder. Can blaze powder be compressed? I know, I can't remember. Right, so, but I'm going to need 12 different filters. Which isn't bad. It's not bad. Don't know how many items I can put per filter. I'm hoping it's 5, because if it's 5 then I can get the ingots out this way and send the other stuff up to the top. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So that's kind of working. But I think that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. We've got quite a lot done. We built our reactor. And we've done some more to this, sped this system up. And got the compressors going. So that's pretty good. So what I'll do, I will wait and set up the filters in the next episode. So that's good to go. So as it is night time, let's get back to my bed, get back to my humanoid form. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.